Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a quick replay of our 1976 Yankee season. And what we're going to be doing here today is playing the Red Sox at in the Bronx, and this is for first place. This is game number 93, and the Red Sox and the Yankees are playing for first place. I've got a work meeting at 4, so I got to get through this game within half an hour, and I'll have plenty of time to do that unless it goes into extra innings or something like that. It's going to be Kenny Holtzman versus Rick Wise. We are actually working with a old school score sheet. As you can see, I printed this out using the Replay PC game. It does that for you, and I'm ready to roll. It's going to be Burleson, Fisk, and Lynn batting in the third hole, and then Yastrzemski batting cleanup. Batting fifth is Rice, Jimmy Rice, in left field, and right field is Dwight Evans, and Darwin, the DH, Griffin, the second baseman, and Heiss, the third baseman. And we're ready to start. Rick Wise on the mound. He was 14-11 with 3.53 ERA. Kenny Holtzman was 14-11 with a 3.65 ERA. Both pitching matchups are almost identical, so I don't see anybody as having a clear pitching advantage. We're ready to start, and we're going to be playing pretty quick here. The way you play inside pitch baseball is you go off the pitcher, then you go off the batter, then you potentially go off the batter card. There's hardly no chart lookup, maybe 1%, and that's it. Here goes. You read the red first, so it's a 6-2. A 6-2 is going to say range play, so we're gonna roll again with a green die. Depending what the green die says, that's gonna be a hit, 26, and a star line 4, which is ground ball past the third baseman, and it may be a double or a single. So we're gonna see if it's a 5 or a 6. It's a double down the line. Burleson pulls one down the line and into the corner, and after it is White. Gets it in there, but Burleson, big turnaround first into second easily. Carlton Fisk is next. Let's slide these down. Oh, then they're out of the picture. Let's move this to the right a bit. Okay, there it goes. Let's remove some of these dice. And here goes. All right. It's a 1-5, and that's going to be, oh, this is for first place, by the way. Both teams are tied for first place after 93 games. That's a K of 17 to Carlton Fisk will not be a K. And it's a 6-5 off Fisk, and that's a ground to short. And a 4 will keep Burleson at second. So Mason makes a quick look-see at Burleson and keeps him there. All right, now it's the third place batter, Freddie Lynn. And that's a 5-5. That's going to be a potential hit by pitch. He's -8. He's a 1, so there's no hit by pitch there. We're rolling off Lynn's card, a 2-3, and that's a fly ball center field. Mick the Quick comes over, makes the catch. Two down, runner on second. And here's Yastrzemski. That's a 3-6, and versus a lefty is a K at 12. Will not be a K, so we're rolling off Yastrzemski. And a 1-2 is a ground ball to the first baseman Chambliss. And flips to Holtzman covering, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. Just like that, we get through half an inning. Mickey Rivers. Pitch from Wise. It's a potential K, and 19 will not be a K. So we look at Rivers. It's a 5-3, and that's line base hit right field. Frozen rope. Rivers is going to try to run. He's going to try to go. And it's a 1. He does get the jump, and there he goes. A 19. He is thrown out by Fisk. And White is batting lefty, so that's going to be a 2-6. Caught stealing. So Roy White now with 1 out, and it's a 4-6, excuse me. And against a righty, he's batting lefty, so it's a blank. It's a 1-2, and that's a fly ball to right field. Dwight Evans makes the catch. Munson. 4-3 is an error on the throw. So if there's a throw, there could be a potential error. Snake Eyes say it's a single to right, and he's going to throw it in. There could be an error, but I doubt, because that's a high number. So there's not going to be an error there. So it's a single to right for Munson. 2 hits so far for the Yankees, 2 outs. And Munson's going to try to get a lead, and he does not. It's 51, and that's a K. We're going to roll this one again. And a 5 is a strikeout. Chambliss down swinging, and that retires the side. Yanks pick up 2 hits, no runs. We go top of the second. Jimmy Rice. It's a 3-1 error on a potential grounder. It's a 5-1, and it could be an infield hit and an error. A 10 will not be an error on Randolph. So it's going to be an infield single. Rice is on. Will he try to? He'll try to get a jump. And oh, wait a second. Holtzman is a -1, and Rice was a 2, so he does not, because that's a 2, but it's a 1. So it's White Evans, 2-2. 2-2 is a blank, so we're rolling off of Evans. And now it's a 3-6, and that's a fly to center field, right center field, and Rivers tracks it down. Bobby Darwin. 4-6, and that takes us to Darwin's card because it's a blank. It's a 1-3, and that is a ground ball to the second baseman. This could be a double play, and it is not. So it's a 4-6 fielder's choice. Darwin on at first. And it's Griffin. 3-1, error on a grounder, potential error on a grounder. 3-1, and it's a 3 to the outfield against a lefty, and that's going to fall in there for a single. Will it be an error? And I think it what did I say? To right field. My right fielder it could be an error out there. Let's see, a 9. He's a 4. We rolled the 3, so it's going to be a single and an error. Now, it could be a 2-base error. Let me see quickly here. Originally, it was an error on the throw, I believe, originally. No, it was a ground ball error. So ground ball error to the outfield, boots ball plus roll 1d6 versus ABR of runner. If less or equal to the rate, the runner advances 2 bases. Otherwise, it's only 1 base. Okay, so the runner is Griffin. He's a 3, so it's less than. So if the rate is less than or equal to the rate, less than or equal to the rate, the runner batter advances 2 bases. Let's see. It's less than, so he advances 2 bases. It's going to be a 2-base error. This is going to send Darwin to third. Wait a second. This is going to score Darwin. This is going to score Darwin because it was a single. And then an error, a 2-base error. And that's going to score Darwin. And on third base now is Griffin, Doug Griffin, second baseman. And it's Bob Heiss. And here is the pitch. 2 outs, runner on third. Snake eyes. That's a potential home run versus a lefty. He's a righty. So it's a 2-3, and that's a ground ball comebacker to Holtzman. Fields his position and retires the side, but the Red Sox pick up a run on 2 hits and an error, and they lead it going into the bottom of the second. I just want to do a couple things here real quick here just to clarify what happened because there was a few issues. There we go. All right. Carlos May, 5th place batter. And that is a 4-6 versus a lefty's a blank. So we're rolling off May and a 3-2. And that's a little ground ball past the first baseman Yastrzemski for a hit. May's on with a single. Greg Nettles now. That's a 6-4. And that's going to be a blank. So we're rolling off Nettles' card. And it's a 4-5, and versus a righty. That's a single past the first baseman. May is a 3, so he may make it there. He may make it to third base on this. Let's see. First to third, S3. He does make it to third base. First and third now. So the Yankees are threatening with first and third, nobody out. Oscar Gamble, left-handed power hitter, 66. That's a potential K, and a 5 versus a righty will be a strikeout. Big K for Rick Wise here with first and third, nobody out. Bottom of second, 1-0 Red Sox. 2-4, and this is a single if he is tired, which he is not. So we're rolling off of Willie Randolph now. This is a ground ball to the third baseman. Infield's playing halfway. This could be a double play. Let's see what it becomes. And it is going to be a double play. Unless, I don't think there's any negatives here on the shortstop or on the second baseman, Griffin. No, it's going to be a 5-4-3 round the horn double play. No runs, 2 hits. Top of the third, Burleson. So 1-5, that's a potential K, and a 4 will not be a K. Burleson now at 3-1. That's a ball that's ripped to the second baseman, Randolph. Up with it, over to first in time. 1 out. Carlton Fisk. 4-3 says a range play. So that brings in the green die. And depending what that is, that's going to be a base hit, 6-4. And that's going to be a base hit past the pitcher. I don't have to check very much. I know it by heart. And Fred Lynn, 5-3. That against a lefty, there's nothing there. So it's a 1-2, and a 1-2 is going to be a double to center. Fisk, It's a +1 on that double, and Fisk is a 2. That's going to be a 3. There's nothing on the center fielder's arm, and he's going to score. So it's an RBI double for Fred Lynn. Scores Fisk. Throw to the plate, not in time. Carly Yastrzemski, 2-1. 2-1 is a blank, so we're rolling on Yastrzemski's card a 6-3, and that's pop. Oh, that's a ground ball to shortstop. And a 2. Let me see how he advances. I can't remember what I got to roll. Runner on balls, just like if runners advance on balls, hit the shortstop. If runner beats a 1d6 roll. So we just roll a 2. The runner is Lynn. He may be a 3, so he may make it to third. He does. There's a 6-3 in the hole. Long throw to first, and in time, moving over to third base is Lynn for Jimmy Rice now. Here's the pitch to Rice, and that's a 1-4, and that's a potential walk. A 13 will not be a walk. We're rolling off Rice. That's a 3-5, and that is a little nubber to the first baseman who picks it up, waits for Rice, tags him, and that retires the side. But the Red Sox pick up a run on 2 hits. They lead at 2-0. All right, here goes Jimmy Mason, light hitting shortstop. 1-3, it's a potential. Nope, it's blank, so we're rolling off Mason. That's a 3-6, and that's chopped to second base. Griffin, 1 down. Mickey Rivers. 5-4 is a K, and a 7 is not a K because we're -3 at Yankee Stadium. We're rolling off of Mickey Rivers, and this is a ground ball to the second baseman. Easy out. Roy White. 2-4, a tired single. It's not tired. It's a 4-4, and that is a fly to center. Over his Lynn, makes the catch. No runs, no hits. Top of the 4th. It's going to be Dwight Evans, Darwin, and Griffin for Boston against Kenny Holtzman. 5-5 is a potential hit by pitch. He's an 8. -8 is a 0, so there's no hit by pitch there. We go to Evans. That's a 2-5. That's line base hit center field. Leadoff batter is on for Boston. He can try for a lead. Sure, he's a 2. Why not? So he's really a 1. Here goes Darwin. And that's a 5-4. That's an error on the throw. We rolled a 3, so it definitely could be an error. That's going to be a 2-6 fly ball center field. So we're going to have to use that 3 for a base hit. Nope. It is going to be, it's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into the left field corner. That's going to roll away from White, and he's after it. Darwin around second. In to score is Evans. And that's going to be a triple for Darwin, RBI triple for Bobby Darwin. And it's a run on third, nobody out. Infield is it for the Yankees. They're down 3-0 right now. Doug Griffin is next. Here's the pitch. Say 3-5, that's a blank. Oh, I didn't check for the error. Did not check for the error. The 3, who was that to? That was to the right fielder, I believe. And a 3, I believe, is going to be an error. He's going to score on that error. That would be the second error committed by Gamble. Oh, no, I had to roll. That's right. I had to roll. And it's a 12, so there's no error there. So good. So let's do this again. It's 5-2. 5-2 is a potential K. At 20 will not be a K. And infield's in 4-3. And that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Holding is Griffin at third. And it's Heiss. That's a 6-3. It's a tired single. He's not tired. So we're rolling off Heiss. That's a little ground ball and through into center field for a base hit, and that scores a run. 4-0. RBI single for Bobby Heiss. All right. Rick Burleson. So 1-2, that is a blank. And a 2-2 is line base hit center field. So this is trouble already. We're considering pulling Holtzman here. Let's take a quick look. Let's analyze what's going on here. With that single, Heiss is going to stop at, unless he's very fast, which I doubt. Yeah, he's going to stop at second. So it's first and second with only one out. He's allowed already 4 hits, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. Carlton Fisk. We're going to bring in Tidrow. See how many innings we can get out of Tidrow. Wow. That was a disappointment. He went 3 1/3, 3.1. And Dick Tidrow's in there now with the infield in for the Yankees. Oh, actually, it's first and second, so they don't need the infield in. And it's Fisk, 5-3. And then against, that's a potential home run. That's trouble now. A 1, that's gone. That's a deep drive. Back goes the left fielder, White, to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 3-run home run for Carlton Fisk. 1, 2, 3 RBIs. Holy smokes. So the Red Sox have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-0 lead here in the top of the 4th. Yikes. Freddie Lynn against Dick Tidrow. 2-4 is a blank. Only 1 out in this inning. That's a 2-5, and that's a ground ball past the diving Chambliss for a single. Carl Yastrzemski, 1-5. That's a potential K, and an 18 will not be a K. Keep on running those high numbers on the Ks. A 4-2 is a fly to center. Mickey Rivers over. 2 outs. And now it's Jimmy Rice. Let's see if I get these over just a little bit here. It's a 3-1, and that's wild. And we roll a 2. That's going to be a wild pitch. There's no doubt about that. Oh, he has no wild rating, but it is a potential pass ball. Let's see. Ooh, a 5. He may not get to that. Munson is rated a 3, so that's going to be a pass ball on Munson. So over to second is Lynn. We're going to roll again for now we're going to go to Rice's card. Jimmy Rice, 5-4. And that is line base hit left field. Will it score Lynn? He's a 3. Then it's a plus. It's a 3. Single to left field going home. It's a +1. So let's see. Let's roll 2d6. And it's a 2. He scores easily. RBI single. Left field Rice. RBI. He's on at first. Another run. Another couple of runs. Another run. 2 runs allowed by Tidrow since he's come in. And this is going to make us change the whole scorecard because now we batted around. We're going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it's going to be Dwight Evans with 2 outs. Pitch from Dick Tidrow, 5-3. And that is a 5-3 is a potential K. That's a 1. That's a strikeout. So Evans strikes out. And that retires the side. Wow. All right. So the Red Sox pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Munson. That's a 5-6. That's at the ballpark. And ballpark result is a 3-6. That's a ground ball to the first baseman. Yastrzemski. 3 unassisted. Next is Rick Wise to Chris Chambliss. That's a 2-5. That's wild. So we roll again on the pitcher card. Say 3-4. That's a potential K. A 15 will not be a K. We're rolling on Chambliss. 2 3s, base hit, center field. Frozen rope by Chambliss. Carlos May is next. 6-6 is a potential K, and an 8 versus a righty will not be a K. We're rolling off Carlos May at 2-5, and that's line base hit to left. Stopping at second is Chambliss. Greg Nettles. 4-6 versus a lefty's a blank, so we're rolling off Nettles' card. Say 1-3, and that is a little ground ball and through into center field. And Chambliss at a 2, I believe, will score easily. Oh, he's a 3, actually. He'll score for sure. And going to third is going to be May. So first and third, RBI single for Nettles. Gamble now. That's a 2-4, and that's a tired single. He's not tired. He just started 5-5, and that's a ground ball to the first baseman. May turn into a double play. Let's see. It will not. So that's going to be a ground ball 3 unassisted. 1 run scores, so there's an RBI there. And Mills goes to second. 2 outs. Willie Randolph. Say 2-6, error on a grounder, if there's a grounder. 2-6, error on a grounder. 5-6 is grounded to third base. We roll an 11. Now, I highly doubt that that's going to be, he's a 7, so there's no error there. Over to first, and that retires the side. The Yanks pick up 2 runs. At least they get on the board. On 1, 2, 3 hits. Go to the top of the 5th now. Bobby Darwin. That's a 4-4. And versus the right is a potential K, and a 12 will not. Will be a K. Big strikeout for Tidrow. Good for him. All right. Griffin 1-1, and that is a potential K as well. And 13 will not be a K. A 1-3, and that's a grounder to Randolph. Scoops and whips it to first. Bob Heiss, 5-4, and that's a potential walk, and 18 will not be a walk. So we're rolling on Heiss. A 6-6 is a little ground ball and through the right side for a base hit single. And Tidrow is fatigued now. Rick Burleson, 5-4. And versus a righty, that's going to be a potential walk. A 1 is a ball 4. First and second with 2 outs. Carlton Fisk, a 3-2, and that's blank. And a 1-3 is a fly to left. White over, makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-3, and that's potential error on a throw. A 16 will not be an error on a throw. 4-2, and that's a fly to center. Over is the center fielder. Freddie Lynn makes the catch. And a 2-1 is a blank. Mickey Rivers, Mick the Quick. 2-3, and that's a little ground ball and through to right field for a base hit. Mickey Rivers is on with a single. Roy White next. 3-2 is a blank, so we're rolling off of white. And a 1-6 is a fly to center. And a 3-2. 3-2 is a blank. Thurman Munson with a 5-5, and that is a ball that shoots past the third baseman, pulled down the line, cut off by the left fielder. Rivers with a 5 is going to make it to third. Only a 5, I believe, will make it to third on that situation. Plus, there's 2 outs. Oh, no, 6, but he happens to be a 6, so he does make it there. So first and third now for Chris Chambliss. Here's the pitch from Rick Wise. 5-3. It's a potential K, and the 6 will be a strikeout. That retires the side. No runs, 2 hits. Top of the 6th. 7-2. Red Sox. Freddie Lynn leading it off against the fatigued Tidrow, but we're letting him go. 4-5, and that is a blank. And the 2-2 is line base hit to center field. Yastrzemski, 5-4. Over to lefty, potential home run in the 5. That's a deep drive. Back goes the right fielder Gamble to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 9 now. And he is the first baseman that drives this run in. Two RBIs there for Yastrzemski. And that's going to be it for our boy. And we're going to take a quick peek. We got that going here. We're going to take a quick peek at the box score for this time period. Let's see if I got one here. I want to see who is pitching for the 76 Yankees. All right, let's see. Now, it's usually tough to find a relief pitcher listed. Very tough, I'll tell you. Grant Jackson and Dick Tidrow both listed. But Grant Jackson pitched yesterday. Actually, no. Oh, I can bring in Jackson. He didn't pitch yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, Figueroa won a complete game. Okay, so I'm bringing in Grant Jackson. Problem solved. All right, so Jackson's in there now. And Tidrow went 1 2/3, 1.2, and got beat up pretty good. It's going to be Jimmy Rice against Grant Jackson. Here's the pitch. That's a 1-4, and that's a potential walk of 16. Will not be a walk. Score is 9-2 now, Boston. 4-4 is going to be a star line 4, which is a fly to right for out number 1. The 6-1 versus a righty is going to be some sort of an out, and it's a fly to right. Back-to-back fly balls to Gamble in right field. 2 outs, and it's Bobby Darwin. It's 1-5, double question mark, and that's going to be an out. A 2 is a fly to left this time. This time Roy White over towards the line and chases it down. So 2 runs on 2 hits. And it's 9-2, Boston. All right, bottom of the 6th, May, Nettles, and Gamble against Rick Wise. And that's a 3-6. That's a blank. So it's a 5-6, and that's a fly to center. Freddie Lynn covers a lot of ground and runs it down left center field. 2-1 now, and the 2-1 is a blank versus Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles is 2 for 2. That's a 6-6, and that's a fly to center. On the run is Lynn and tracks it down right before the warning track. Got a good jump on that ball. This is a 3-5 for Oscar Gamble. And it's a double question mark of 13 is a blank. So we go to Gamble's card, a 4-1. And that is chopped to short. Charging in is Burleson. Fires on the run. And that's a third out. Top of the seventh. It is Griffin, Heiss, and Burleson. 3-1. 3-1 versus a righty is a blank. So, oh, wait a second. First, yep, it's a righty. It's a 5-6, and that's a comebacker. Grant feels it, throws out Griffin. Bobby Heiss is up. It's a 3-1. That's a blank. And a 5-2, and that's a comebacker. Another one fielded by Grant Jackson, so he's getting a workout. And it's Ricky Burleson. He's 2 for 3 on the day. That's a 5-2, and that's a range play. Ballpark. So it's a 3-5. Oh, that's that's a 3-3-5. And we use that 7. That's going to be a base hit single, but it could be caught, and it will be by White. On the run, and it's nice sliding catch by Roy White to rob Burleson of a single, at least a single. Bottom of the seventh. Randolph Mason. That's a 6-3 is a potential home run. We roll an 18 against a righty. Will not be a home run, so we're looking off Randolph's card. And that, let me get to the stream. There it is. Make sure everything's okay. And a 3-6 off Randolph, and that's a ground ball third base. Mason is next. 3-6 is a blank. And a 5-5 is chopped to first. 3 and assisted. Nice play by Yaz to beat Mason to the bag. And it's Mickey Rivers on a 5-1 range play. That's going to be a base hit. Will it be a single or a double? I don't know. It depends. 3-4. Okay, 3-4. And then the 6 is going to tell us it's a double. 2-out double and a third hit for Rivers. Roy White now with 2 out and a runner at second, 3-1. It's a potential walk, and an 8 will be a base on balls. So let's count this up now. He can go 27. He's gone 27 there, 28, 29. So he's fatigued. Munson with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 4-6 is a star line out, and that is a 2, and that's a fly out to center field. So no runs and 1 hit. We go to top of the 8th. Game's almost over. So far it's 38 minutes, and there's been a lot of scoring. It's 9-2. So that's pretty good. We got a meeting at 4 o'clock I got to be at. And we're going to set up another pitcher for the Red Sox. I get somebody that can go a while here. I'm going to bring in Tom House. Yeah, I'm going to let Wise go one more inning, and then I'll bring in House. Again, there's not a lot of relief pitchers in 76, so you can't be pulling guys just because they're fatigued. You got to let them go a little bit tired. It's okay. Here's the pitch from Grant Jackson. That's a 4-2. Grant Jackson can go 2 more. So a 4-2 is a potential home run. We rolled a 12 against a righty is no home run, so we're rolling off Fisk now. That's a 3-6, and that's line center field for a hit. So Fisk with his 3rd hit of the game. Freddie Lynn, 3-2, and that's a potential K, and a 6 will be a strikeout. So now Grant is fatigued. Yastrzemski, 1-2 is ballpark. So we're going to roll on the ballpark. Yankee Stadium, 1-2, and that's a fly to center. On the run is Mick the Quick, and he runs it down. Left center field. Jimmy Rice 6-5, and versus a righty, that's a star line out. And the 5 is a fly to center again. Mickey Rivers racing in and makes the catch. He's breathing heavy. Or breathing hard. -8. Bottom of the 8th. Chambliss. Wise is fatigued, but we're going to see if we can get him through this inning. We're bringing Howes in for the 9. It's 3-3. That's a blank, so he's still good. And it's a 4-1. That's grounded to first baseman Yastrzemski in the hole. And from one knee, flips to Wise covering, and that's a 3-1. And it's Carlos May. That's a 1-1. That's against a righty. That would be a home run. Otherwise, versus a lefty, it's a blank. And a 5-3. Oh, that's a question mark 16. That's going to be an out. Fly ball right field. Dwight Evans tracks it down. Regals with 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. 1-2 range play. Ballpark. These are fun. Yeah, well, that's probably a hit. 6-4. 6-4 is a ground ball, and that's past the second baseman. Past the second baseman, I have no doubt, and I am right. For a single, 2-out single for Nettles. That's his 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 4 now. And 3-2. 3-2 is blank. Oscar Gamble, a 2-2, and that's going to be fly ball right field, and right there is Dwight Evans, and makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, and for the 9th, it'll be House coming in. Tom House will finish it up. And we're going to get Sparky Lyle here in the top of the 9th. Let's bring in Sparky Lyle's card. It's 9-2 to score. It's going to be Evans, Darwin, and Griffin. Here's a pitch from Lyle. It's a 4-6, and that's a potential error. Let's see what that becomes. And it was a 10, a 2-6. It won't be an error. It's a fly ball to right. And right there is Gamble. Makes the catch. Darwin is next, a 5-1. That's a potential K, and it is a strikeout. 2 out. And Doug Griffin. 4-5, the righty is a blank, so we're rolling off Griffin's card. And a 5-2 is chop to second, Randolph up, over to first, retire to the side, no runs, no hits, top of the 9th. 9-2 Boston. Last licks for the Yankees. So we Randolph, probably a pinch hitter against Tom House, the lefty. Say 5-6, and that's going to be wild, so we're rolling again. And it's a 5-6, again, another foul ball. It's a 2-2, and that's going to be a potential walk of 14. Will not be a walk, so we're rolling off of Randolph. 3-2 is a fly to center. On the run is Lynn, and runs it down. Got a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Lou Piniella, sweet Lou Piniella, coming in. You know what? We're going to bring in Fran Healy instead. Fran Healy comes in. Pitch from House. 2-5, a potential error on a 4, and it could be an error. And a 4-3 is a fly ball left field. And it's caught because it's an even number. So on fly balls, it's got to be an odd number for it to be an error. F7. Nice catch by the left fielder, Jimmy Rice. And with 2 outs, it's Mickey Rivers, Snake Eyes. It's ballpark. And a 1-3, and that is a star line 2. That's going to be the ball game. Granted to Griffin at second, over to first, in time to get the speedy Rivers. And the Red Sox take over first place. They win the game by a score of 9-2. Hits. How long was that game? 44 minutes. And that's a 9, had 4 pitching changes, and it had 11 runs. And let's see how many hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits. And one error for the Yanks. The Yanks had so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. So 26 hits, 11 runs, 4 pitching changes, 1 error in 44 minutes. Not bad. Not bad for a game that has all these die rolls because it's detailed. It's not complicated. It's just detailed, and you got to roll one more to figure it out. Once you get the whole recipe together, you may make a little mistake here or there, but nothing major that's going to totally affect the game. A game like this, I'm not going to be crossing every T and dotting every I because it's pretty much a blowout. What I'm doing now is I'm hitting all the fly balls in blue. I love doing this because it really gives the game personality. And I also get to kind of relive it a little bit. So I really love doing this. My wife calls it coloring and my coloring book. And I go, that's right. It's my coloring book. I chill out and I color. And we have a ongoing joke. She comes in and tells me some aggravating story. And then I'll crunch up my face. And she says, hey, coloring's supposed to be relaxing. Why is your face all twisted? And I go, well, listen to the stories you're telling me. Don't tell me these stories and I'll be at peace doing my coloring book, my adult coloring book. All right, that's going to be all the flyouts for both teams. Let's do all the ground balls now. And the strikeouts are going to be in red. And then I use an X-Acto knife to sharpen my pencils. I missed one ground out. The K's are going to be in red, and that's it. The Yankees fall into second place now. They were both tied for first for a day. This was game 3. I'm switching over to payoff pitch baseball now for a couple of days. I have a whole schedule, a whole rotation that I use now. So I don't go months and months without playing a game because I feel that's not fair because I lose out on the fun of playing that game. And then when I go back, I struggle through remembering how to play it. So now I'm going to be keeping my brain alert and fine-tuned to all the different rule sets. I just ordered another rule set. This really sharpens my tool, my brain tool, right? Because my brain is constantly kind of remembering and thinking and using and recalling and doing all this great stuff. So I recommend guys, instead of, hey there, who's that? Bleach your bums in the house. Yanks record overall, they're tied. Well, they were tied for first place before this game, let me tell you. They were tied for first place. You may have gone already. I don't know if you're still there, but I'll tell you in case you come back and you want to hear it. Who knows? But the Yanks were tied for first place, and after this loss, they've fallen one game behind the Red Sox. The Yanks are 49 and 44 right now. They're 49 and 44. And the Red Sox are 50 and 43. So this is the Yankees. All right, and that's pretty much it. Oh, there's another walk up there. I do walks in yellow. Walks in yellow. There was only one walk. The Yanks only gave up one walk. What hurt them are the home runs. They had one home run there, another home run here that gave up 2 home runs, one to Fisk and one to Yastrzemski. And that's it. So this is CP Cards and Dice, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking us out, and join our Facebook page for Payoff Pitch Baseball, the Payoff Pitch Group Network, I think it's called. And then we also have the Deep Drive Baseball page, which I will get to be Deep Drive maybe by Sunday. I'm going to play later on. I'll play Payoff Pitch, and tomorrow some Payoff Pitch, and I'll get to Deep Drive probably Saturday night and Sunday. And then I keep on moving forward to different games every couple of days. So, we can have good conversations, and join the Facebook page. Why? Because we bring up a lot of information there. And I post little videos and little discussion starters so guys can argue and have fun there and give their opinions and go back and forth. And I think that's always interesting and fun. All right, so this is CP Cards and Dice. I will see you guys later. I got 10 minutes to get to my meeting. So long, man.